you like most about this win tonight, Coach?
Well, we had a very good first. We kept it very simple. We wanted to play a real simple team game because that's the only way we could win against a team that's that good. And us on our side, depleted, missing one of our top players. And I think we did just that in the first period. I think we could have had a third goal or even a fourth goal in the first period. So we played really well. And then I'd love to comment on a second period there, but I wouldn't have appropriate words for that one for television. So what I like is that we reloaded for the third period, and the players came back, and we stuck to the same plan that we had for the first period, and it was a real good team atmosphere on the bench, exactly like the first. So I really like the mental and emotional reload that we had after that second period. We knew they were going to push back. We just created way too many turnovers in that second period, thinking we were just all of a sudden now going to score so many goals because we're. So I think it's a good lesson. It helps us grow, and I think when you deserve two solid periods, at least you give yourself a chance on the road. So it's good. And now for us, the challenge is when we look at. We've been playing good for a long time now, but the two games that were more difficult for us, even though we kept them tight, were the back-to-backs. The one in Arizona, and the one at home, the previous game that we just played. And so now we got a back-to-back against a team that's 9-1 in their last 10. So we have to figure out a way to be better than we were in the last two back-to-backs.
Did you come out of this game healthy?
You're relatively healthy, yes, and I know you're going to ask me about Stone, right? So it's better than we thought. So we're talking week to week, not as bad as we thought. So that's a good thing for us because I'll be honest with you, I wasn't expecting very positive. So that's good. So he's such a good player, such a big part of our team that you hang on for a little while without these guys, but you really need those guys. So hopefully we get them sooner than later.
Coach, what did the jersey presentation to the young players mean to you prior to tonight's game?
It meant a lot because, first of all, I think when you see one of our players take initiative to do such a great gesture, I think it's impressive on his part from Anderson to be there and give them in person, to see them, and knowing what they've lived and what they're fighting for is definitely something that I think is extremely important. And so that fight, I think, is a really important one, and I definitely applaud that. So I was happy to be a tiny little part of it, and being there with those individuals that we met and had a chance to give back. So. That was a great thing. It was outstanding. So sometimes, when you give something back, it has a tendency to come back at you. And, and we won the game. So it was a good day. It was a very good day.
Coach, how big was the save by Anderson on Barkov's breakaway?
Oh, that was huge. That was huge. I think it's it's one of those game changers, and that's what good goaltenders do. And I think if you look at the later part of the season right now, you can see Anderson's won a lot of games now for us, and so it's great because we definitely, when you see him back with his game, that's what we're looking for the future. And same with Condon's, had some really good games lately too. So we know both of them had a tougher year than they would have wanted, and we know that they're battlers. We know that they're good goaltenders that are fought real hard to get their game back. And I think when you see them play this good, definitely it's very positive for themselves and for the entire organization.